Hello guys, it's Pat from Pat back at it again, and today we are here to show you how one of the deck that I already showed you performed during the KC Cup. So a little spoiler, I used this deck and another one to climb to DLV max where I am right now. I'm just gonna show you the DLV max, as you can see right here, and this is exactly so. You asked me guys you asked me to show you how the deck performs in the KC Cup, and I have to say, if I'm not wrong, I didn't use this one for the final duels. The final streak was made, if I'm not wrong, a couple of duels with this, and the other duels with the other deck list that I'm going to show you in the next days, in the next video. So stay tuned for that. But of course, guys, this is nothing new. So you're seeing me with Duke Devlin just because I want to farm him. I'm just farming it. So, and balance, of course, you can use this deck with wherever character has balance. So the deck list is this one. So of course, if you want to see the full breakdown, the full breakthrough, the deck list and all the combos, just make sure to see the video on the KC Gravekeepers that I made last week. And so, just, you know, a quick sum up. What's this deck about? This deck is about having every duel. Literally every duel you start with the Necro Volley and the negation effect. So these cards are really important. Why we have a guaranteed Necro Volley? Thanks to the fact that with balance we have one spell card insured, and it can be or a Necro Volley itself or a demise of the land. And because and I can say for sure, every deck special summons monsters, you're gonna be able to use this almost every first turn. So you're gonna pop this out and you're gonna play a Necro Volley directly from your deck. That's just that easy. And then we have a negation, a guaranteed negation, because we're gonna draw a trap card. So we can be lucky and have a Fiendish Chain, so we do not need to discard anything. Or we can draw a Divine Wrath and we need to discard something. But you know, Divine Wrath has its advantages when it comes in terms of no response. So this means, what I mean when I say no response, I mean that if your opponent summons a monster, for example a Star Set of Scepter, and he activates his effect, if I chain a Fiendish Chain and he has a lens, a Forbidden Lens, he will be able to make it through. So the Star Set of Scepter effect will be activated with success. While instead, if you use your Divine Wrath, what will happen is that you cannot chain anything to a counter trap unless it is another counter trap. So that's the spicy thing about the counter traps. So, and also of course the monster gets destroyed. And then for the monster guys, this setup can actually be a little bit tricky when it comes to long duel, to duel that lasts a lot of turns. But because as you can see, of course, we have we are definitely low on resources. So as you can see, we have only 8 monsters, and basically we have 2 chances to go into a Gravekeeper's Supernaturalist, because we can either summon the Spiritualist and use its effect, and then we can bring her back with the effect of Headman, and then we have the second chance. But otherwise we're gonna have nothing. But what's spicy about this deck is of course that we have access to Xyz, so we can both finish our opponent off with the Nightmare Shark, because we have 4 level 3 monsters, and then we have a bunch of level 4 like Malevolent Scene, and we have as well 4 level 4 monsters. So because of balance, keep always in mind, my boys, that we cannot use any effect in the first turn. So this means that if we start with the Spiritualist and it's our first turn and we also have another monster in our hand, we will not be able to use our effect to fusion summon. Keep in mind that. So basically if you draw your Spiritualist first turn, it's actually a bad hand. So of course you wanna start the duel with either a Nobleman or a Spy. Of course, Spy will be better because you can just trigger the effect even if your opponent does not swing into it. Instead, with Nobleman, you have to wait for your opponent to attack you and then activate the effect. So that was all, guys. So the full explanation, of course, is in the other video. Check it out, and now we can jump right into the replays. Here we go, my boys. Some of you asked for it, and here we are. So of course, as I told you guys, I'm just using Duke for the farming. So of course, you just need balance with the deck list. There you go, first turn. So in theory, this deck loves to start as first. So we can set up all the stuff. We have the effect negation, we have the Necro Volley from the deck, and we have the Spy ready to bring out the Spiritualist. So we have a non-auto play deck, so one of the best ones to use for your second stage, just in case you're planning to play it. There you go, Dodo the Draw, and Dodo the Witch to special summon a monster from the hand, and here comes the Necro Volley. So with Necro Volley now, he won't be able to special summon the Glow Dwarf. There you keep in mind that. So that's how you stop. And I was sure about that because of the fact he didn't use the Gagaga sister. He hadn't a bolt in his hand to pop it. There you go, negating the Gagaga Glove, then to Babancho Gagaga Court. Exist summon to Master Chain actually, but even if you had summoned a Malevolent Scene, keep in mind that, and maybe just get rid of that, I could have negated the effect with Divine Wrath. Keep in mind that. Maybe he didn't have a Malevolent Scene, but we don't care. Spy is summoning a Spiritualist that will have an higher attack of Zubaba Bancho Gagaga Court, and that's how you do it. He just cooked. Here we go, second duel. This time, of course, we have the Ultimate Dragon's Blue Eyes. So, is him to start, not so good for us, but boom, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, White Dragon. Let's see what we got here. So, first turn, Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. Can it be a problem? I don't know. No spell and trap card, so this is actually a pretty good thing for us. And we can start with the Necro Volley. We have also a couple actually. And then just a Spy, this is ready. And also he has a really high defense, as you can see. So keep in mind that a Spirit Dragon won't be able to swing over our Spy. So it's swinging only with the Blue Eyes. So Spy bringing out the Spiritualist. And this means that Spiritualist can use a effect, but Ultimate Providence says no thank you. So I had to set a Nobleman and wait actually. So keep in mind that the bad thing about the Spirit Dragon is that he can negate the effect of Nobleman once she's destroyed. So that's actually a thing to deal with. So Dragon Mech to use his effect, but he had to banish a monster from his hand because he cannot banish card from the grave. There you go, my finish chain is here. And I stopped his Mac. So he's banged in with the Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon and negates, of course, the effect of my Nobleman. So I definitely need a Spy to pull myself through this situation. Just another Nobleman, and boom, I set the Demise of the Land because I was afraid of him destroying my Necro Volley with another tune in his hand. So again, same story. Now I can also draw a definitely not that. But a Headsman will have been enough to bring out the Spiritualist and go into the Supernaturalist. There you go, Headsman, top deck, bringing out the Spiritualist effect. So this means Supernaturalist is about to come, is affecting the main phase, and then boom, swinging in, he uses the effect, actually useless because the 3200 attack is enough to get rid of that. I had another monster. Now this thing is actually stopped. Lightning Vortex. Wait, what? Lightning Vortex won't affect our Supernaturalist because as long as there's Necro Volley in the field, both him and Necro Volley cannot be destroyed by card effect. But maybe he didn't read. So Speed Eater Whites in the end phase. To get rid of the Necro Volley by banishing, actually the only way, but I had my Demise of the Land ready. So what happened right here is that he used the effect, targeted this Necro Volley, but because he had special summoned the monster, I was able to chain my Demise of the Land, get rid of this, and activate another Necro Volley from my deck. So nothing changed, I'm still in perfect control of the duel. A Divine Wrath, a set spy for the next turn, so I will be able to summon another monster, and I'm chilling. Just a set monster, I don't care. Spy is bringing out another spy, Xyz Shokan into Malevolent Scene, and boom. That's how you do it, getting rid of the set card, then summoning another, just, you know, the one you need for the win, and then you go. You have lethal with Nobleman and Supernaturalist, my boys. Goodbye, Blue Eyes. This one was against Zane Truslade, Cyber Dragon deck. Is this it? Let's see. So it's him to start, just a set card. We're chilling. We have our Necro Valley, we have our Nobleman, a couple of negation. Just the couple of effect negation are what we need to survive any deck. As you can see. So there you go. Fusion Gate, bringing out a Chimeric Rampage Dragon, but my of course, my Divine Wrath says no thank you. Goodbye to Rampage Dragon, but even with no core, he has the Cyberlord Fusion. Another one is coming, but we have the Fiendish Chain that is ready. So the bad thing right here is that because we have Nobleman, we cannot do anything actually, because we need him to swing in, but I couldn't, of course, let the effect go through. So there you go, I just have to wait. Divine Wrath is actually useless at the moment, but it's kinda stuck right now. And then there you go, that was the play. He still has the fusion gate, so I used his fusion gate to banish the monster from my field and the one from my hands. There you go, Supernaturalist is coming. Getting rid of that, adding another spy into the end phase with the effect activated in the main phase. And what can he do? He cannot pop my Necro Valley, cannot do anything basically. Another Supernaturalist effect, and he just cooked. He was right here. I was at a win streak of 2. Sarah, let's see what she's got for us. She's got a Kydrod, was kinda interesting to see. So Necro Valley. So I guess she has to make some damage. I fell into the trap, and let's see what she's got. She was about, actually I can't see anything right now still, but I'm gonna spoiler it to you. This is a super heavy samurai deck, so I decided to go, you know, with, I knew he has something in the grave, and even if I have Necro Valley, I decided not to risk it, so I went for the Nightmare Shark, so Nightmare Shark to deal the first 200 damage, so I just need to, you know, make it to the next turn to win. And he decided, of course, to use everything he has, Sheet and Dodge to get rid of the Necro Volley. No thank you, I have the Divine Wrath to stop it. So now what he's got, nothing. I think he has some defense in hand. Actually no, he has nothing, because he just realized that he couldn't banish the Kydrod from the grave because of Necro Valley, and that's how you shut down a deck. These are the example, the duels example where you win just because of Necro Valley. That's the thing. As you can see from the art, you can see that this was actually my rank up. If I'm not wrong, this was the one that took me to DLV 19 or 18 maybe. Last but not least, stopping this dude's win streak with our Duke Devlin. So this was the actually the worst hand with the Spiritualist. That's the reason why we play one, because we do not want to have in our first, our starting hand. So Necro Valley to start, actually pretty good, so I decided not to play her. There was no point in having her on the field. And then boom, Spiritualism, sorry, to get rid of one of my set cards. He's a Blackwing player, so he's going in, and it can be a problem actually. Harmonat in the dust, and then Synchro Summon, Assault Blackwing, Raikiri the Rain Shower, then another one to get rid of my set card, but I said no thank you. The Von Wrath says no thank you. Destroying this team. Keep in mind that this deck can be good. You know why? Cause you basically relies yourself on shutting down your opponent's combo, both with Necro Valley and with Divine Wrath. So you know, if a Divine Wrath goes through, you just screwed up all your opponent's plays. because he cannot do anything against a Divine Wrath. So I decided to summon my spiritualist right now, of course, because he's actually screwed because of my Divine Wrath. And let's see what we got. I could just wing in. Let's see if he draws a monster. If he managed to. There you go. Actually pretty good one. Summon the Poison Wind. But my Divine Wrath saved me once again. And he just had to scoop. Keep in mind that without the Divine Wrath and with the Fiendish Chain, I won't have been able to do the same. Because the Summon's effect would have gone through. Because Fiendish Chain cannot negate the effect from the hands. Keep in mind that of the importance of the Divine Wrath. So guys, this was all. I hope so. I hope that who asked me for the KC Cup replays is satisfied. So I hope you enjoyed all the explanation and the replays. Feel free to ask me whatever you want in the comment section down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.